I think most investors regret is not investing or not buying that house 10 years ago. I had an investor show up. She has three sons, and I think son number three is going to be coming to UVA soon. And she was like, "Yeah, we were thinking about buying something in 2019, but we didn't." Um, and I can tell you around here locally, you probably could have bought something in 2019 for half the price you could buy it for now.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I'm your host, Scott Percy, and today I've been joined by somebody that I've really been looking forward to speaking with, Aaron Howell, in the residential real estate space. Aaron, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Scott.
Our pleasure. So if you could give our viewers the short version, what's been going on in your world here recently?
Well, went to school for many years, just like your parents tell you. I was a full-time pharmacist for about 18 years in community pharmacy. Meantime, I'd picked up a couple rental properties here. Initially by pure accident. I couldn't sell my first property, so I became a landlord reluctantly. And over time, the light bulb kind of clicked, and I added, one property here, a property there, and left the pharmacy world full time in 2018, and then altogether in 2023. And I've been a full time real estate agent for about the last 3 years.
Awesome. What would you say some of your strengths are right now? Your biggest contributions to your field?
As a realtor, I think some of the pharmacist translates over. Um, Pharmacy is very process driven. You're trying not to hurt people. There's a bit like a methodical assembly line process, and being able to juggle multiple things at once. I think somewhere along the line that translates over to the real estate world and being a realtor, because it's controlled chaos. Just instead of drugs, it's houses. So I think that's been helpful.
Yeah, a good analogy there, Aaron. And what markets are you concentrating on?
I work as a realtor in the Charlottesville, Virginia area. So I'll journey 30, 45 minutes west into the Shenandoah Valley, and 30, 45 minutes north, and 30, 45 minutes east generally. Investing wise, pretty similar also. We're trying to stay in the periphery of Charlottesville and looking for deals there.
Sure. Is there any opportunities on the horizon, something that you're putting together, maybe a plan of attack or a game plan, some strategy, if you will, to capitalize coming up for you in the next 6 to 12 months?
Yeah, I've got a couple properties that have a good amount of equity. They've had tenants in them 24/7, 365 for years, and they're coming vacant this summer. And I've been tempted to maybe take an older property that's been a little bit more top heavy repair wise and maybe do a 1031 down the road. But I haven't made my mind up yet.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Right, that's understandable. Anything that you're looking at maybe improving coming up here the next same time span, 6 to 12 months, something that you're putting together, some strategy to enhance your business?
Yeah, I think we have a coach at work. He can peer into your soul and tell you what you've been doing wrong. And there's also metrics too. Like they can look at metrics and say, hey, you're not very good at this, or hey, you need to be doing more of this. But I think for me, getting it more of a set routine, like, hey, from 4 to 5 o'clock, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to put my phone on silent. And from 8 until 11, I'm going to do this and put my phone on silent, and then not worry about the little stuff. That stuff is not important. Like your email generally is a big distraction, but I think becoming more routine set.
Sure. Systematic, it sounds like. And I'm with
Yes.
you on that, Aaron. Every operator I know has a moment where things got real. Maybe a deal went sideways or a time that you had to pivot fast. Do you mind sharing one of those moments with us?
Yeah, I've got a 6-unit building in Pennsylvania that we bought at a really good price. We got it in early 2019. It cash flowed initially, like a printing press. Over time, we've struggled kind of with management, having it managed. We've had it, we're on our second manager, and I think we've turned the corner, but, we've probably got another 6 months before I know for sure. That one is, I've had to be pretty reactive. We've had some weird natural disasters. We've had a sinkhole twice on the property. The property manager emailed me yesterday and say, hey, here's a picture of the sinkhole. We're going to put some gravel in. I was like, whoa, there's probably a reason we have a sinkhole. We probably need to look at why we have the sinkhole first. And so it's been trying.
Talk about pivoting fast on that one. Quick on your toes. You must be in your business. No question about that. Looking at your very business today, what tripwire or system have you built specifically to handle those sort of situations, Aaron?
I was talking about like not paying attention to email earlier, but I think being reactive. I think some people, I know it's me for sure. I have a tendency to kind of like, see that caller ID on the phone and go, oh, it's a property manager. Or you see the email come over from the property manager or, a partner in one of your investments. You're like, oh, what are they going to complain about today? I think just being responsive and on top of things is helpful. I mean, I don't want to talk to the property manager. Usually it's a bad call, but sometimes you have to.
With the territory. So what's the next real big goal for you? The bullseye, if you will, Aaron.
I think for me, it's just expanding my realtor business. And I've got some work to do, but I had a really good year last year, and I've progressed every year that I've been in the real estate or being a realtor. I just passed my broker exam for the state, so that's kind of like getting your master's degree in real estate. But I think just expanding and being able to kind of relax a little bit. I've spent so much energy trying to get out of orbit. Um, you know, I, you know, the space shuttle uses 90% of its fuel to get out of the orbit and then 10% to get back home.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
So I think just trying to take off and separate from gravity, and and being on cruise
Absolutely.
control.
Hey, I'm with you on that. Now, I know a lot of our audience is either earlier in their career, their journey, if you will, or looking to level up in some respect. And I think they'd benefit from hearing this from you. When it comes to building relationships and growing your network, what's made the biggest difference for you?
I think just getting out of the house and meeting people has been the big thing. When I started as a full-time realtor, where I'm at now at Story House Real Estate, they have a thing called the Greatness Tracker, and part of that is what they call breaking bread, and that'll be catching up with like an industry person. It may not be, it's not another realtor, it's not necessarily clients all the time, but it's a referral partner. It's a lender or an insurance agent or a good friend who's sent you referrals before. I think just building that network of people, and lots of times people are like, hey, who do you like for insurance, or who do you like for foundation repair, and kind of having a group of people who you can refer to is helpful. But also too, in reciprocating the relationship. I've had lenders say, hey, I've got somebody that's pre-approved. They need to buy an investment property. I know you can help them. So that's been a big thing, just expanding my network.
Sure. And on a little bit of a different note, if you were starting over today, let's say with 50K and like 10 years of experience, but zero portfolio, what would be the first lead gen channel you'd turn on, Aaron?
Um, when you say lead gen, what do you mean that
That
you?
could be AI in this world. It could be maybe Facebook groups, things of that variety. It could be, local groups, but lead generation to acquire more business. What would be your main focus in that respect in today's world?
Um, I think probably Google pay per click is a good mechanism. There are definitely some lead gen companies. I've used Real Geeks before to generate leads. Um, but I think Google pay per click probably would be where I would spend my money first. But I swear by the warm business. Like relationships that I've built, referrals. Those are transactionally percentage wise, those are a lot higher than cold leads. Um, but if I had money to spend, it'd be probably Google pay per click.
What's your view on AI now? It's such a huge portion of in everybody's mind, really, as far as business is concerned. Interested to know your views on AI, Aaron.
Well, I think you could probably be scared of it or try to duck your head in the sand to ignore it. But I think it's coming. I think we're going to have to embrace it. And, it definitely makes life easier if you can know how to use it. I mean, I'll get a 170-page, HOA PDF and I'll download it to, Chat GPT and say, hey, can you find the building regulations in here? Or, hey, can you see if these tenants or these buyers can have chickens? And that thing, in 45 seconds will spit out like, no, you can't have chickens. Or, yeah, you have to have a house that's bigger than 2,500 square feet. So, I can spend an hour trying to read through that and find it, or, let Chat GPT do it. But I think that's probably even just the tip of the iceberg. I think there's a lot of things that we don't even know yet.
Are you prepared to embrace it and to maybe incorporate it more into your business?
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Yeah, I think so. We have our CRM has an AI aspect now. We partner with a company called Place at our office, and they have a platform called Brivity. So there's an AI aspect to that. And then we'll have people call in kind of after hours, and the AI bot will chat with them and, ask them what they're looking for. And I think in theory it's going to hand it off to us, but sometimes it's 2 a.m., so there's nobody awake, but it'll keep people kind of warm. And so it's already, I think every CRM is starting to incorporate, AI into their platforms.
Yes. Thank you for elaborating on that. Is there anything else you'd like to share with our audience today regarding your business?
No, I think, my transition from pharmacy to real estate, you got to be willing to take some chances. I try to coach people like first time home buyers. I'm like, if you have the desire to become an investor down the road, buy somewhere to live for yourself. Now you can get into the house easier. Maybe you buy it with a value add aspect in mind, and you can take and add, finished living space in the basement. If you have a way to get out, through the basement door, if you can separate laundry, or change, have 2 electrical boxes and water meters. But, I think most investors regret is not investing or not buying that house 10 years ago. I had an investor show up. She has 3 sons, and I think son number 3 is going to be coming to UVA soon. And she was like, yeah, we were thinking about buying something in 2019, but we didn't. And, I can tell you around here locally, you probably could have bought something in 2019 for half the price you could buy it for now. So, trying to coach her, hey, if your big regret is not buying something in 2019, well, it's 2026 now, you know, get something for him to live in. So you're not paying tuition. Well, you're not paying rent to a landlord while he's here for 3 or 4 years.
Those are some sensational words. Thank you for sharing that. All right, before we wrap, if someone wanted to reach out, connect with you, maybe collaborate or learn more about what you're doing, what's the best way for them to reach you?
Yeah, my phone number, work phone number is 434-216-0433. I feel like I say that 1,000 times per week as I'm calling and leaving messages. Or Aaron at storyhousere.com. And probably the 2 easiest ways to catch up with me.
Perfect. Well, listen, I appreciate your time, your story, and definitely your perspective. We need more people in this space who are doing it the right way. Thanks again for being here.
Thanks for having me. Have a great day.
And for those of you tuning in, if you got value from this, make sure you're subscribed. We've got more conversations coming up with operators just like Aaron who are out there building real businesses. We'll see you in the next episode, everybody.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.